Good evening, America. How's it going?
American boys.
American boys.
Just sitting around playing with the boys.
Yeah.
All right.
We're back up in this thing after the 4th of July holiday.
It was good.
Yeah, it was a lovely weekend.
I got all 10 fingers and all 10 toes, so that's always good.
That's good.
You know?
I mean, why don't you introduce yourself to the boys?
Yeah.
We can talk about our weekends and how them things was thangin'.
Yeah, I was smoking on that gas. Life would be on Cinemax.
Oof.
Yeah, shouts out to 2 Chains. I cite my work.
AKA Titty 2 Necklace.
Yes, Titty 2 Necklace, AKA most expansiveness. Now, boys, you're here. Welcome. Wine Boys Podcast. Wine Boys Podcast, you're here to buy some t-shirts. Teespring.com. Go check it out. Just search for Wine Boys when you get over there. They changed up the commerce section of the website a little bit.
Yep.
It looks way better.
It does.
It's cleaner.
It is.
We consolidated the merchandise, and there's just t-shirts, mugs, and whatever else you want to get for us.
Yeah.
And it's right over there for your purchasing pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm at the Zach Edward on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find us at WineBoysPod everywhere else. And we're on the Gmail. If you would like to do some, let's go. You want to go? I hate my brother does that all the time. He's a great kid. I love that kid. But
I just want to do like the baby ad libs in the background when you talk.
Every time he does something, like if I text him something and it's like something that he's excited about, he just goes, let's go, with like 3 exclamation points. And I'm like, don't do that. Talk to me like a person. But it's all right. I love him.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay, boys. You can find me at Lord Gerald on the Instagrams and the Twitters, living my damn life. And that's it, boys. We have a lovely show for you this evening. So why don't you stay tuned after the break? We got a little bit of Mr. Magic coming up by Grover Washington. Stay tuned.
WDIX Dix.
The Quiet Storm. Hi, I'm Gerald.
And I'm Zach.
And we are the Wine Boys. Ooh, boys, yeah. Ooh, boys, we're back.
Someone's in the middle of a scene.
Yeah.
Do you ever notice that, like in the pornos? Like if it's a black guy about to go in on a girl anally.
He spread your cheeks.
Yeah, and he's just like,
ooh, shit.
Shit. Fuck.
Ooh, fuck, that shit fat.
Every time listen, go back to 1990 and go all the way through. Happens every time. You
So
always
1990.
you got to overemphasize the anal. That's what I say.
Yeah, you got to oversell.
You have to overanalyze.
Okay? Yep.
You really do. Ooh, like it's a forbidden hole. You're not supposed to go in there.
I want to stretch that shit. Yeah. You like where I stretch that bitch.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Tonight, we're drinking wine.
Yes.
Do you know what we're drinking? Because I know.
We're drinking wine.
We're drinking wine, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, baby.
Yeah, wine, baby. So tonight, this is a first for us. Bully Hill Vineyards Riesling, New York State.
Little Giesling.
Giesling. Now read the back of the bottle. Now, Bully Hill, upstate wine. It's a local boy.
Yes. Very much known for their fruit wine.
Yes.
They like this vineyard's a very sweet boy.
Yeah. So you know what that means? This bad boy is nice and cold.
Yeah, I was going to say it's glistening.
Yes. Now this is their Riesling. It's a non-vintage New York State white wine. And the back of the bottle reads, bright and floral with enticing aromas and flavors of green apple, ripe nectarine, and a hint of melon. Subtle minerality. And now, just for the uninitiated boys, minerality is usually a light carbonation. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Very atypical in Rieslings.
Yep.
I'm sorry, not atypical, but very typical in Rieslings.
And crisp acidity yields to a balanced finish, great with spicy foods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the acid always helps with that.
Now, on their little sweet to dry scale, this is middle, but leans a little more toward dry.
Mm-hmm.
And it just says in the back, found in 1967 by Walter S. Taylor, Bully Hills Vineyards was one of the first small estate wineries established in New York State after Prohibition. Known as an innovative leader in the wine industry, Bully Hill has challenged the controversial, the conventional with bold new wines and ideas.
You want to start a riot or something?
Yeah. For more information, visit us online.
All right, we get it.
At www.naughtyamerica.com. Our wines are an extension of our growers and the winery's commitment to quality. Sold and bottled by Bully Hill Vineyards. And yeah. Okay, this one's 10.5% ABV. Cool.
Equal housing lender. All right.
Yep.
Let's bust this shit open.
Yeah, did you find a review for it?
Yeah, of course I found a review.
Find on the internet, ho. Shit.
Okay, first of all, stop yelling at me.
Shit.
All right.
Yell at you all I want. Go make daddy a sandwich.
How do you expect me to do anything that you want?
Listen, okay?
Okay.
Listen to me, bitch. Listen to me. All right? Daddy's been out cutting the grass all damn day. It's hot. It's July. If I want some lemonade, get daddy some lemonade.
Yes, daddy.
Shit.
Jeez, you almost cut yourself.
I did.
Oh my God.
Stab myself. Listen, bitch.
Whenever they tell you to cut an avocado, they always say, go the opposite way of the knife. You're just like looking down the barrel of a gun right now.
I'm being like domestically violent to you, and I'm about to slice my own pinky off.
Yeah, and then you're going to blame it on me for distracting you.
Ooh, bitch, don't make me hurt my hand.
Oh, I'm going to break my dishwasher tonight.
Oh, man.
Domestic violence. Fun.
That's hilarious. Anyway.
All right, a little Giesling. Which one is it?
Listen, bitch.
There's a couple.
I put my life on the line for this house, for this family, for you.
The
least you can do is get me another coffee. That's all I asked for. Shit.
This isn't the dry. This is just the regular.
Clean up unprompted.
That guy's a god.
Guy's a legend.
So we haven't discussed him on the pod. We haven't talk about him a little bit more.
Here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah.
Like that?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you like that shit? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Ooh, fuck. Okay. Smells whiny.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
How else would you describe it? Whiny. Yeah.
I get like this, almost like, I don't know, like a light, like almost like melon quality.
Yeah, light melon, apple-y. Mm-hmm. Like a white grape-ish. Mm-hmm. Hint of schmegma.
Hint of schmegma.
I'm joking.
That's disgusting. This goes well with fine cheeses.
Yeah.
You know, dirty, musty cheeses.
Dirty, musty cheeses. Cock cheese.
Yeah. Goat cheese, but okay. All right. Let's bust this.
Okay.
Let's bust into this. Do it.
Let's bust it. All right. Pull your glass over, ho.
Pull your glass over.
All right. When in doubt, label out.
Hold on. Get rid of the. Hold on.
Yeah,
sorry, just
oh shit!
Get it! Come on!
Hold on, I gotta go get that. So I'm actually gonna get a little thirsty.
Why did you do that? Oh, everyone that's listening is just gonna be so confused. Like, what? It sounded like I heard a faint noise in the distance. So for everyone listening, Gerald decided that we have labeled water bottles, and instead of just moving it across the table, he just threw it across the room for some reason. And then knocked over, which I think was a paint can on the way over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was well sealed. Don't worry about it.
I was going to say, about to turn this episode into a finger paint monologue.
Yep.
So, all right.
All right.
Well, I guess you can pour me a glass of wine now.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay.
Simply delightful.
Okay.
Okay. Now that we got the angry portion of the old show out of the way, we can go ahead and just live our lives, Jan.
When's the last time you got some pussy, big fella?
How long's it been for you? Oh, God, let's see. Well, Jan was out of town on...
All right.
Yeah. Wait, did you say Jan was out of town? I did? Oh, I didn't mean that.
Okay.
All right.
Look at that.
Yeah. Very nice.
Okay. Smells like a Riesling.
Smells like a Giesling, yeah.
Which I can say off the ripping tin.
Yes.
It's, I get a little bit of honey in there when I smell it.
Yes, little honey boy. Sweet baby.
Little straw.
A little straw.
Bit of melon. Little lemon. It's gonna smell it aggressively.
Of course. Yes, of course.
I want to look like a dragon mask from Chinese New Year when I smell it.
Okay.
Like this, look at this, look at this. Just like that.
I know, he's like, you have to add the steam to it. It actually does help. It's supposed to do, let me see. It's supposed to get your nose really into it. And
There we go.
yes.
Okay. Helps that it's cold. It's a big help.
Wow.
This is straight apple juice.
Wow. This is.
God damn. Okay.
This is. Dry, huh?
Notice the sweet to dry scale on this.
Hey, that's wrong. That's not right.
This is apple juice from concentrate, baby.
Yeah, this is very sweet. I mean, I know you like it.
I like sweet.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do a. Guess we're doing a mommy pour this one.
I had a long day. Just like, Carol, who's going to pick the kids up from soccer practice?
Oh,
I guess you, Dave.
All right, there we go.
That was funny.
A goblet of juice.
I was going to say, get yourself a goblet of Mommy's Minute Maid. I was
There we go.
was driving over here, and I passed a park of kids playing wiffle ball, and I didn't come to a full stop at the stop sign, and I could tell the woman was typing something as I left, probably my license plate.
Okay.
And I just looked at her because she was wearing like one of those pullover sweaters that wraps around the neck, even though it's like 75, 80 degrees outside. And she just had her legs crossed in a way that just said, I need to talk to you. But not even, I need to speak to your manager, but just like as if to say, I don't want to be here, but Greg wants to play wiffle ball with the kids. And I was just like, she just needed something to be angry about because she can only, post on Facebook so much.
I had a wow, you're cool moment a little earlier today where I was like, why'd I do that? So
You did it.
I did it. So here's what happened, right? I'm driving home.
I'll judge you harshly but fairly.
Okay, I'm driving home, and I get to a situation where typically I would be in the left lane. Left lane is closed. I didn't realize it. So all the cars that are in front of me are moving over to the right lane. And as I go to move over, the car that's next to me but like further behind me, instead of letting me in, she just pulls up hard.
Yep.
And she looks at me like, I'm going. And I'm like, I point to the sign like, hey, the lane's closed. Just let me in. I'm going. And she pulls up. She jams her car in there so I can't get in. I'm like, fine, let her go. So what I do, immediately, I put my car in sport mode and I follow her for miles.
Oh, God.
Okay? I follow her.
Oh, you're not. Oh, God.
Okay? And then,
As a black man in America, I highly
yeah, well, I did it.
go against that. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, most 48-hour episodes start like that. So I don't want
This
you.
is true.
I don't want you to do that again.
Well, I was feeling a little petty.
So how long? How far? Like, do you think it was 5?
For the uninitiated boys, this was from the village of Liverpool.
Okay.
Where you go from, what's that corner?
I mean, there's too many corners there.
Anyway,
regardless.
Right, when you go, right, basically the entrance where the speed limit drops to 30.
Okay, yeah.
From there to about Sewell Road.
Oh, okay. Good. That's about 5 miles.
I sat behind her the whole time, and then I waited till I got to that intersection where Sewell is. Saw what lane she was getting in, and I got in the lane right next to her. There were no cars, and I just stopped. I rolled down my window, and I just looked at her. And then and then she started saying, "Are you serious?" And I said, like, roll down your window. And I did the hand motion.
I love those conversations.
And she rolled down her window, and she just started talking. And I could hear the tremble in her voice. I could hear the fear.
And this is all you wanted.
This is all I wanted. This is what I thrive off of. God. Okay? I could feel it.
Great.
And she was just like, I mean, you tried to cut in front of me, and then the light turned green. I hit the gas, peeled off, and turned. I didn't say a word. I just looked at her the whole time, stone-faced, sunglasses on. Why did I do this?
Because you're a sociopath.
Probably. But all I needed was just to hear the fear in her voice.
All you needed a fear boner. That's all you needed.
That's all I needed. I need a fear erection. Oh, okay. Like, you tried it, bitch.
Yeah.
You tried it.
Yes, the great ferection.
Mm-hmm. But maybe
an insurrection.
Next time she's in that situation, is she just going to let the person in? Maybe.
I don't think she is.
I don't know if she will.
I think you needed to hit her.
Maybe I did. Maybe
not
I needed
actually, but like with your car. Just give her a little bump. Like, hey,
I was
I'm here.
thinking I needed to follow her to her place of residence, get out the car, punch her in her whore fucking mouth.
Okay, all right.
Get back in my car.
Okay.
And drive away.
That is not what. Only in your dreams, right?
And then pull over to the nearest parking lot, switch license plates, and then drive home. That's what I need.
And that's called crime. Now,
yeah.
you just have multiple license plates in your glove box, just ready to go. All right, well,
feel Maine today.
Yeah, well, this is for violence right here. This is when I punch a white lady.
Listen, feminism ultimately wants equality. Okay, if you're gonna talk shit like a man, I'll punch you in the throat like a man. Is that what you want?
That's a little over the top.
Is it?
Listen.
Is it? Listen, ladies, do you want equality or not?
People, I just know that you only... this is the world we live in, that excerpt gets pulled out, and they just go... On the latest episode of the Wine Boys podcast, Lord Gerald wants to hit ladies. Yeah.
You know what, though?
He claims that it's the only way to create fair and equal practice.
Listen, do you want equality? Or do you want equity? There's a difference, bitch. So anyway, all I'm going to say is you can only get canceled if your fans stop fucking with you.
That's true.
And I think the boys actually like this.
Yeah, they fuck with us pretty hard.
They fuck with this hard.
Yeah, which is good. Which is good.
We're talking about hitting women, sweetheart.
Sometimes I get DMs from people just being like, I've been thinking about it. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, I like when you put those fucking chicks in their place, bro. It's fucking chicks, man.
We have that whole segment on this podcast basically now. It's just like chick talk. Here we go.
Yeah, it's called it's called FCM. Fucking chicks, man.
Fucking chicks, man.
So
I don't know. It's all in good fun. We're having fun.
We're having fun. I didn't really do that.
Oh my god,
I did.
I couldn't imagine you actually doing that.
No, I did do that.
Oh,
not the follow her home part, but the.
Oh, you did.
I did stare into her soul. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't think you followed her home. I knew.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that.
No, I believe the part where you followed her on the road for 5 miles. Like that's psycho shit, man.
Well, yeah, I did.
I'm just thinking about
because I could have sped around her at any point.
I'm thinking about the time wasted. Like I'm just thinking, like I
mean, it was on my way.
Okay, so thank God she went the same way. I guess.
But did I consider continuing to follow her past my turn?
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And you were just like, you know what?
And I was very close to doing it.
I'm glad you didn't, because I feel like there would have been an awkward situation, maybe a taser getting involved, like. Like
I'd have ate that shit. I got the BMI to do it.
What kind of Shock him again. We got a big one.
Sometimes these big boys eat a little extra juice.
We got a largemouth bass here. We got to put him down.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Shocks you in the face and you just start walking closer. Just fucking Frankenstein over here. You just start foaming at the mouth.
Look at my teeth.
Just like, Jesus Christ.
This is terrifying.
Yeah. What is this? I thought this was just going to be a playful day at the park, and it turns out, yeah.
So, yeah.
I used my taser today, Jim. Yeah. Great.
That did happen. It did. You dropped a bottle cap, huh?
Yeah. That's all right. All right.
So,
let's talk about marijuana.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
my second favorite activity besides wine.
Doing weeds? Wow.
Wine and weed, man.
Yeah, so one, how do you say her name? Shikari?
I think it's Shikari Richardson.
Shikari Richardson, yeah.
So she's officially out of the Olympics now, effective today.
Oh, she's completely out now.
Yes.
Now, what happened to make her completely out?
So she wasn't selected to the 4x100 relay team.
Ooh, even though she is the fastest woman in the country.
She was the fastest woman in the 100-meter dash.
In the country.
Yeah, yes. So Shikari Richardson won't run at the Tokyo Olympic after being left off the U. Now, I don't know if that had anything to do with it. If she was just left off for the sake of, like, there was just 4 better participants, or if this was like a direct representation of how.
No, this is the 4x.
This is the 4x100.
No, but I don't know, because she's the fastest woman in the country at specifically the 100 meter.
Yeah.
So something's weird.
I know something. Yeah, it's just ever since she got.
Now, she got popped for marijuana usage.
And owned up to it, which I have to say is like 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get an athlete that's just like, oh, it was a supplement. I didn't realize there was pot in it or something.
Yeah. I've been drinking a lot of hoppy beers.
Yeah, I've been drinking. Yeah. It was a CBD cream that has some THC contrast. Like, what was I supposed to do?
What was I supposed to do? You got mixed up in the wrong batch.
Yeah. Oh, that pre-roll was supposed to be CBD only. Like, it's just.
I drink for inflammation, you know?
She just basically straight up said, like, yeah, I knew it was banned, and I did it. And I got popped for it. So, like, what am I supposed to do?
Let's be honest. Marijuana is not a performance-enhancing drug.
No.
By any means.
No. I think we talked about it earlier. I love that Robin Williams bit about it, where it's just like, marijuana, not a performance-enhancing drug. It enhances a lot of things. Taste, colors, sensations, but you're certainly not fucking empowered.
No. Not at all.
Like, it's amazing what people think of it. So she was suspended for a month for the positive test. And then she got left off of the I'm trying to think of what event it is. I think it's the 4x100, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is the 4x100.
Yeah. And something about that is weird, because she would have been back just in time to be able to run the 4x100. And now she's been left off the team.
Yeah, it just says the women's 4x100 meter relay was scheduled for the time right after Richardson's suspension was up. However, she was not selected to the relay pool. Let's see. First and foremost, we are incredibly sympathetic toward. This is from the U.S. track and field team here. First and foremost, this is a quote. We are incredibly sympathetic towards Shikari Richardson's extenuating circumstances and strongly applaud her accountability, and we will offer her continued support both on and off the track. Yeah, it sounds like a political statement.
Yeah. There's got to be something else behind the scenes.
Kind of sounds like I gotta feel. Okay, so you know how much power WADA has, the World Anti-Doping Agency.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Icarus?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Now you don't realize.
Would you like a little more?
Yeah, I would. Just a touch. Okay. I mean, I can already tell I can feel my.
I feel my throat.
I can feel my adrenal levels spiking. Like it's just
sugary.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, I don't need any more. I'm good. Thank you. Okay.
Well,
oh my God.
There we go.
All right. So we're finishing this apple juice tonight.
Yep.
Delightful. Oh, this is a heavy pour.
Yep. It's been a minute since we finished one.
Yeah. Hey, we went over to Sue's house, and I noticed you fell asleep on the couch.
Here's to the nights we don't remember with people we don't forget. Okay.
Live, laugh, love. All right. WADA's had this like, and Icarus was a great example of a simple disobedience that like that organization simply has. They're like the FIFA of drugs.
Yeah.
Like that's a really good way to describe it.
Yeah.
If something doesn't look squeaky clean, they'll just be like, yeah, whatever. Let's find a way to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Except when it comes through like certain high-ranking officials and governments in most predominantly Eastern European countries.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, they've got this stranglehold on WADA. Like, it's just, are you okay?
It's the fucking wine. I'm
Okay.
all
Well, you're the
throatzilla over here.
Wow.
Just,
She'll come later, and then
Yeah.
you'll come fast.
Hey.
All right. Oh.
Yeah, no, WADA's weird.
They just have disobedience to the countries that they're like. I don't know if they're afraid of them. They might be. Like Russia got away with that shit for like 4 years,
Something like that.
It was
Yeah.
just like,
And it was literally like state-sponsored doping.
yeah. They were just like, oh no, we have a budget for this. It's like, really? And they're just passing it through fucking like what I can only describe as like glory holes, basically.
Yeah. What does WADA test for? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's find a way around it.
Yeah.
I mean, they test for everything. I mean, they essentially think of marijuana because it's worldwide. So they think of it as like a Schedule II narcotic,
Right?
Just as the other parts of the world do,
Right?
The United States is progressive by that standard. They're just like, well, I mean, it's weed.
Yeah. So what?
That's basically what like 19 states are at now. They're just like, it's fucking weed, man.
Yeah. Like whatever, bro.
Yeah. It's like smoking a cigarette with less addictive qualities.
Right.
There's nothing addictive in marijuana. The only thing that's addictive is how good it makes you feel in certain ways. I know some people that are like,
yeah, and your response to Oreos.
Yeah.
That can get a
my big
level.
Honestly, you want to know what happens? You know what happens to me is everybody says that marijuana is a gateway drug, but the only gateways it puts me through is the Taco Bell drive-thru.
Yeah.
Or the archways of McDonald's. You know what they should call it? Is an archway drug, honestly.
Archway, the golden archway.
Yeah, it's like,
drug.
Oh, man, I know they say this is a gateway drug, but man, I really hit the archways pretty hard.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie. It's the only time I eat McDonald's openly.
No,
like,
but there's...
I got weed in my system. It's like, God, a quarter pounder sounds good right now.
There's been some other fuckery, though, with the Olympics this year.
Well,
like, they
but
banned those two African runners because they had high testosterone levels, the women.
Yeah.
But their testosterone levels were just naturally high.
Yeah, because they're fucking super athletes.
Yeah. Which even then, they claim it's an unfair advantage, but like that's just their biology. Like there's
they're Olympic athletes.
They're Olympic athletes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're different than us.
Right.
They're representing our country.
These are superhero
against the world.
Yeah, these are superhero goddess women. Like they're gonna have.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like when they're just listen.
It's weird.
Genetically different.
Yeah.
You know?
And superior.
Me and Giannis Antetokounmpo, different people.
Yeah.
Yeah. His T levels are probably through the roof, man.
Great Dane, Chihuahua.
Okay.
You're the Great Dane.
I am a Great Dane. I think of myself as more of like a...
maybe a Shiba Inu.
No, I think I'd be a shitty little dog.
Okay, like a corgi?
Yeah, that would probably...
corgi.
I like corgis, though, because they look like bread loafs. I think we talked about this before. Like, I think I'd just be kind of like a fat, happy little dog.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like, oh, just pet me and rub my belly and tell me I look like bread. And then you have, like, Giannis, who is like a literal fucking bull mastiff of a man.
Or, what else was fucked up that they did? They banned the Afro swim caps.
Yeah, why?
Why?
Because they give you more, like, aerodynamic ability. Like
they don't. They're just bigger.
They look better too.
I mean, they accommodate. Let's be honest, right? My hair was longer. Was that shit moving?
No,
not at all.
You don't know why? Because black people have style and grace.
Because black people are magical and our hair defies gravity.
Yeah, exactly. You guys got cooler shit than we do, and there's a lot of white guys that are on WADA, and they're just like, we got to take that away.
We got to take that shit away.
They're being too fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I think.
It's weird,
honestly, I think there's like boardroom conversations that are not heard. Actually, this is probably a good segue. But boardroom conversations that are not supposed to be heard. Mm-hmm. It's just 12 guys in WADA just being like, fuck those guys for being so cool. Like that's basically what it is. They're just like,
fuck them,
dude. They got so much style and grace, and we're just sitting here with our fucking crappy suits.
Yeah,
like these aren't even good. Yeah. You guys see how good Steve Harvey looks? It's like, fuck that guy. That's what they're doing. That's
I wish I could add more buttons.
Yeah, he's got 96 buttons on that suit. I can't even do it.
On the front, he looks like Morpheus.
Those Morpheus suits, those silky purple suits that he wears on Family Feud.
And then how do you feel about the transgender weightlifter, powerlifter?
And that's the thing. It's like it has to. You have to be fair but equal. Isn't that the whole aspect of what we're trying to do?
So,
like in the world, fair but equal.
Here's what I feel weird about it. Right. On one hand, I'm like, let it happen, but on the other hand, I'm like, but you ban these two women over here because their testosterone levels are abnormally high.
Yet,
but they are women, like 100%.
Yeah, and then we have and then we have a transitioning woman who has lower levels. I mean, she's also supplementing.
Trans women are women. I'll say that. I mean, you've seen Nikita Dragon, right?
I mean, yes. Also, too, it's like what. It depends on like. I mean. We're all about pronouns here, so whatever you want to be called, we'll do it.
Hey, I don't know how I feel about it though. The trans woman weightlifter. I mean, she's good.
Yeah,
but she's not heavily favored to win.
So you think because she's less publicized? Mm-hmm. So I've always had this theory about administrations and like especially in sports. Mm-hmm. Everybody's an egomaniac, especially when it comes to the highest of high athletic, talent
absolutely.
It's basically a showcase of immortal beings. Like well, not immortal, but a showcase of just the top 1% of athletics.
Yeah.
There we go. And then there's just these guys that are unathletic and they are like in science or a doctor, and they're like, I'm small, and I don't know how to do athletics, but I can test pee, and I want to be I want to be in an article.
Right.
I want somebody to talk about me. I need somebody to talk about me. It's the old Jerry Krause syndrome. That's what I call it.
Okay.
Jerry Krause, if you guys don't know, for the uninitiated boys, used to be the general manager for the Chicago Bulls. Mm-hmm. He was a literal dwarf. Now, it's not his fault. But when Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen shit on him,
oh my God, it was
literally
legendary.
The greatest roast in the history of roasts.
I'm surprised he didn't just like go to the back of the bus and cry.
He did. He did, but nobody could find him because he was so tiny. It was just like,
well, he wasn't tiny. He was a hefty boy.
He was just a bit. Well, he was not a big guy.
Short.
Yeah, I mean, I'm short, but like, people can find me in a crowd because my gut's not hanging over.
Shit on him. Oh, boys, if you haven't, just watch The Last Dance.
I went to bed last night. I watched the episode of Dennis Rodman. That's what I go to sleep to now. The sultry sounds of Dennis Rodman marrying himself.
Oh my God, so good.
It is fantastic. It's one, and again, I can't call it the best sports documentary of all time because there's been some great ones.
It's up there.
It's a top 5, man.
It's up there. But back to the Olympics, right?
Yeah,
and the transgender athlete. Here's why I feel weird about it, and I don't exactly know how I feel, is because, okay, overall, you want trans people to just be accepted in society, right?
Well, yeah, you would think it would be that easy, but
you would think. But at the same time, it's like, okay, she transitioned when she was 35. So that means that she did get a benefit from going through male puberty. Mm-hmm. Like she has more bone density. She has a larger heart, which can pump blood more efficiently. She has bigger lungs than your average woman, which can also help you, breathe in and breathe out more oxygen, which all of this helps when you're doing any sort of athletic feat. It helps you lift more weight because your body can work harder. Okay? Thicker bones, your anatomy, your body's going to be shaped a little differently.
Yeah, of course.
All that. However, at the same time, once you get on all of those hormones, it starts changing not so much your anatomy, but your physiology. Yeah. So it makes it harder for you to develop muscle mass.
Yeah. It doesn't like stunt your growth, but it
changes things.
It changes your genetics almost. So, your what should I say?
Not your genetics, but it changes your body chemistry. Your
chemistry, exactly. Thank you.
So, but one analogy I heard was that it's kind of like having an F-150 for a body, but putting like an old Prius engine in it. Like, it's just not. So it's not really an advantage anymore, because now you have this little engine that has to power this big body.
Yeah.
That you used to have. That you have. So
yeah, because it's it's an issue. It's an issue of altering science, essentially.
To an extent,
yeah. Because the thing is like I don't have a problem with it, because there's some like this actually it transitions ironically into another thing. So I obviously watch a lot of professional wrestling. There's a transgendered professional wrestler in AEW, and she is. Like she great. I mean, phenomenal athlete. One of the best, probably one of the best wrestlers, in the organization. She got a lot of shit because they put the title on her, and like all the old hacky, wrestling promoters from the 70s were just like up in arms about it. They're just like, that doesn't make any sense. Make her wrestle the guys. And it's like, okay, well, we can only promote that so much. Like, it's not 1998 anymore where we can have Stone Cold Stunner a woman on television anymore.
Right,
like we kind of frown upon men hitting women, as you should. Yeah. And it's just how it is. Although, unfortunately, there's just not enough people that don't understand that it is a television show. Right. Like, if a man murders a woman on Law and Order SVU, it's just fine. But, like, if somebody hits a woman on a staged television show that's supposed to be safe violence, right? Like, it's just not up in arms about it. Like, that's the thing. Is you have to suspend your belief, and you just have to be like, oh well, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's not actually hitting her, is he? It's just like that's always what people are. Well, but who knows? But the whole thing is like that's the issue at hand. I think the greater point that I'm trying to make is that we still have a problem with it.
We do.
Too many people do, and it's mostly the people. I'm not saying that everybody's uneducated, but I think people don't understand it because it's new.
Yeah, and it's not new.
It's not new, but it's just more prevalent because the way we are.
Society works.
The way society is it's something that's more openly spoken about. Right. It's something that's way more out in the open than it was before, which is fine. It should be. Honestly, man, I don't care what people do. Like, there was a trans woman at a comedy show a couple weeks ago that I did, and she was just...
She hot?
She had a beard. Okay. Or a 5 o'clock shadow. Okay. Fine. Whatever, man.
Whatever. Do you think?
Even when I say she, I even asked them. I said, what do you like to be called? And she said, I'm a she. And I go, okay, perfect.
Awesome.
Done. Conversation over. Okay. I thought about like pointing it out on stage because I just been like, all right, let me just be honest. Like, you put on women's underwear, did like the balls fall out? Like, I just want to know. Like, that's like, it's more curiosity than anything.
Yeah. And there's a fair bit of curiosity.
It's I don't do a lot of trans stuff, but like that's the shit that I think about. I was like, do you wear women's underwear? And if you do, the balls just flap over. Like, they look like two elephant ears just kind of hanging out.
Listen, some of those.
Yeah?
Yeah, some of them.
So, okay.
Some of them trans ladies, hey.
Yeah.
Listen, have you seen... I just mentioned her before. Have you seen Nikita Dragon?
So I think somebody sent me a picture, and they're like...
hey, bro, before and after.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Good
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean...
Shit.
Listen, man, I don't really care.
Okay.
Basically, what it boils down to, from my perspective, is that if I feel a dick, I'll be like, I don't think so. Like, it's just not because, hey, listen, you look great. I just don't like. Yeah. Wouldn't know what to do with it.
Listen, all I'm saying is
wouldn't know what to do with it. I'm not well equipped. I only know what to do with mine.
Let's just say,
and I can't suck it, so I don't know what to do.
Hypothetically, right? You're out with the boys, okay?
We're in Thailand. No.
Out with the boys, right?
Yeah, we're just crushing the town.
You see this lady, okay?
Walking towards me.
She's walking towards you, right? And she points at you. She says, "You sailor, come with me." All right? You go upstairs with her. She takes you back to her hotel room. You guys heavy petting is involved, some tongue, some over the pants stuff, and then it gets time to get to bussing, right? Pulls down her pants. There's a dick there. What you doing?
I might politely leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's nothing against it.
All I'm saying is it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'm a realist though, and even though drunk, I would just be like, I got to be honest, I don't know what to do with it.
Really?
I don't know what to do with
and
it.
This is like hypothetically, this is single Gerald, right? It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
You sucking that dick?
Oh, I'm coming. I'm just saying. Listen, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Is it up for negotiating?
No. At that point, I'm like, all right, man. Whatever. Let's.
I mean, here's the thing.
Hey,
I got nothing.
I'll try.
No,
like.
Maybe. I mean, I have never experimented in such a way. Hypothetically speaking, it might happen. I mean, based on what it's a good looking lady, man.
It's a hot lady,
it's a good
right?
I mean, at the end of the day, but
I will suck that feminine penis. That's all I'm saying.
It might be disrespectful not to. Now that I'm thinking about it,
would it?
Probably.
I think it would be.
You know what? For the sake of national security, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll suck that man's dick.
That woman's
that
dick.
Lady,
okay?
Lady dick.
Listen, it's 2021. We're inclusive here, okay?
Yes.
You respect her
and
her preferred pronouns.
I absolutely, and until she tells me I don't know what they are.
You will suck that feminine penis.
That's another thing is that if I don't know what your pronoun is, don't yell at me.
Well, even then,
I don't like when people are just like, you should know my pronouns. It's like, why don't you tell me?
Here's the thing about, in my experience,
hey, hi, what's your pronouns? Like,
yeah, in my experience with the pronouns, though, at least with trans people, ideally, they're not the ones with gripes about the pronouns. They're the ones that are like, I am going to live my life as a man or a woman, depending, and I want you to address me as such. So if you see someone like what's his name, another kind of famous trans person, what's his name? It's Buck. No, it's Buck. I think it's Buck Rogers.
Yeah, I was gonna say Buck Rogers, something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
I can't think of what it is.
No, there's this trans man whose name is fuck.
His name is fuck? Is like PH though?
Trans man Buck.
So don't get too confused there.
Buck Angel. That's his name. He does pornos too.
It's a good name for a guy.
Buck Angel.
Buck Angel. Like
here it is.
Like what is that guy does? That guy does stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like here's a photo, right? So I find he does a lot of videos.
Yeah, does he? Shoot some scenes.
Yeah, look at him. Like this is him in the shower. Look.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy.
Yeah, and you would have no idea that he was born a woman.
Somebody brought that up. I don't remember who. I think one of my friends sent it to me, and he was just like, "Hey, man,
would you fuck him?"
Well, no. He just said, "That's yeah, that's what we're dealing with here." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's fine."
Yeah, but like Buck Angel, for example, right? Like, if you just saw him out and about, you would have no idea.
No.
And that's the point, though, with a lot of trans people mostly, is they don't want, or if you saw Nikita Dragon just out in real life, you would just, oh yeah, it's a girl. And that's what you would think. That's kind of the point with most trans people, is they want to be, their goal ultimately is to be to that point where you just kind of assume they're a man, or you just kind of assume they're a woman. You don't think anything of it. Or even if you look at that YouTuber, ContraPoints, right? Mm-hmm. You ever heard of her?
Yes.
Okay. Which is interesting because you've kind of watched her continue her transition over her long form YouTube videos.
Mm.
But yeah, ContraPoint, Natalie Wynn from ContraPoints. Where, yeah, you see her and it's like she looks like a woman, and that's what she wants. She wants you to simply identify her on the street as a woman.
Of course.
And I kind of find that like the people that ask you about their pronouns, people that want you to ask them what their preferred pronouns are, those are the people that are non-binary for the most part. They don't want to really fit into
a mold
or your thought of what somebody should be or whatever, and that's where people get a little confused.
I think so.
But yeah, but the pronouns argument isn't necessarily with trans people.
I mean, it's confusing. Like it's
a little.
It's I guess it's just a little.
Listen,
more difficult than we're making it, I think.
End of the day, let's say Nikita Dragon chooses you.
I choose you.
Listen,
am I a Pokemon over here?
I'm a fat, schlubby, upstate New York man. I don't think she's choosing me.
Treat yourself more nicely.
Hypothetically, single Gerald is in Vegas.
I'm a schlubby guy.
Yeah,
I exist.
But hypothetically, Lord Gerald is in, I don't know where she's from, is in the area, and she says, "Hey, you big boy, I want a slice of that
meat,
that pie." And I'm like, oh, me? Okay. And I go with her, and then we're tonguing each other down in the elevator.
Okay.
And things are getting hot and heavy. We get back to our hotel room, and she pulls down her pants, and maybe there's a penis there. All right.
Maybe there is.
What do you think I'm doing?
I think you're going to try to come. Yeah. I mean,
I'm good. At this point, shit.
We're going to figure this out.
We're going to figure this one out. Listen, a man with a hard dick is a hard man to stop. Okay?
That's what I'm saying. It's she's like, get him off of me. It's just like, I can't.
Shit. Woo.
Yeah. All the blood is out of my brain. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. I'm not thinking with my head anymore.
Yeah.
Well, not my shoulders head. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I pin the tail on that donkey. You know what I'm saying, baby?
When did Uncle William get here? Oh, it smells like jupe. That makes sense.
Uncle Leonard.
Uncle Leonard just got here. Man, he's dripping with jupe.
Oh, baby,
smelling like a granddaddy's nightmare. Oh my goodness.
How'd your aunties, baby?
Oh God. Man, that shit is.
Would you like some?
No, okay. I don't.
There we go.
It's great.
Wonderful. Anyway,
I think I'm allergic to it. I'm gonna start breaking out in hives next time you use it.
Doesn't smell like a 1970s whorehouse.
You're almost halfway there.
Yeah.
All right. So perfect transition. So we were talking about just. So have you read that Rachel Nichols story at all?
No, I've not read it.
Okay, so I would say I'd pull it up just to get some context, but
okay.
So Rachel Nichols was caught on audio. I don't think there's like actual video of it. But basically she had some kind of off-brow comments about Maria Taylor, who is an ESPN analyst, a woman of color who is a former athlete. And I think they were just ESPN I think was just trying to jockey them for a job.
Okay.
And she like essentially said what I think that a lot of people have this unfortunate point of view because of the way things have transpired. So like you have these all basically if it's a movement of if it's been a movement of people that have been segregated against or have been basically told they're not good enough or told that they're just different in any way, whether it be violent, whether it be through verbal altercation. It became a situation where like a black woman and a white woman were basically going off of like the same job and trying to get the same positions.
Yep.
And she was just like, well, I guess they're talking about black people today. Thus she's going to get an opportunity at this job.
Yeah.
Kind of something like that. And it's like, it's just the unfortunate side effect of society.
Yeah.
That conversation comes up all the time. All right, white woman versus black woman, same position.
Right.
The white woman is just going to cry race and just say,
I didn't get it because I'm white. She got it because she's black.
Yeah. It's like the whole thing of just like, well, we didn't accept enough Asians this year, so we need to figure it out.
Yeah.
Looks like John's not going to Harvard. Like, it's just sorry, your dad made a very large donation to the library, but...
I think Chris Rock said it best as far as like affirmative action. And that's what she's suggesting.
Are we talking about affirmative action?
Blaction,
yes.
No, but it sounds like she's suggesting that this is somewhat of an affirmative action type thing, right?
Sort of. I mean, Maria Taylor is very talented.
They both are.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
but
Rachel Nichols was my original reporter crush back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Like her, well, Erin Andrews, but...
Yeah, Erin Slam Drews. But also, let's think about it like this, right?
So I'm trying to...
Maria Taylor's younger, correct?
She is.
Okay.
I don't know by how... all right, so Rachel... I mean, I always feel weird talking about women's age. So Rachel Nichols is 47. Mm-hmm. I don't know... I guess if we're going to make this a whole conversation of age... Mm-hmm. So say Maria Taylor is... I'm going to assume less than 47, but I don't know what. Maria Taylor. Here we go. And she's 34.
34. Okay. Now, also, it could be a question of... And here's the thing. That this is something I've noticed is... A lot of mediocre white people make... And I'm not saying she's mediocre, but I've just noticed this in life. A lot of mediocre white people will make this excuse of blaming affirmative action when things don't go their way.
Like Lauren Ingram. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. Just blaming affirmative action. Maybe they just like her better.
Yeah, maybe she's just better.
Maybe she does better with their demographic.
What are you saying? That a lot of black people watch basketball?
Yeah. No, but really, like maybe she just does better with the demographic. Maybe they get better feedback from her.
I think from
the audience.
Well, probably, but also it's like I don't think it has to be an issue. It shouldn't, but
it shouldn't.
But it is, though. It is.
But it is
because at the end of the day, media is all about saving face. We want to make sure everything looks as proper as possible because we don't lose ratings. We don't lose advertisers. We don't want to lose the thing. We don't want to lose the goose. Yeah. And if we're going to lose the golden goose, aka the viewer or the advertiser that basically makes the station run. Or the network run.
But also, let's just be real.
What are we supposed to do?
This is sports television, right? And the women have to be dimes. The men can be dogs. It's okay.
There are some very... I think Marv Albert was a piece back in the day. And on his last legs, and after all those hookers, I feel like he's really...
After all the hookers,
He fucked a lot of hookers, man.
Oh, absolutely.
He got very grainy.
Yeah.
He looked like an hourglass, but just the sand inside the hourglass. He was just looking very rough.
I'm just saying that. How many men are on the same level looks-wise as, Sage Steele on ESPN?
I mean, it was a good choice. As a nice-looking lady. Trying to be polite. Let me think. What is? I mean, you ever seen Jesse Palmer?
Yeah, it's a good looking man.
Jesse is just a hot guy, man.
Imagine if they had children together.
Uncomfortably attractive that guy is.
Yeah, Jesse Palmer. But even then, he's a former athlete, though.
Jesse Palmer's also hosting The Bachelorette and shit.
Yeah. But even then, he's a former athlete, so it's kind of a...
God damn it. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This is a good-looking guy, man.
He is. You cut glass with that jaw. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I think he's dating a supermodel. He's married to a model now, of course. I mean, look at him. So he played quarterback at Florida, correct? Yes.
Yeah, he did. He did.
God, what's up with Florida quarterbacks? Him, Tebow.
I know, right?
God, even Chris Leak wasn't that bad looking.
Nah.
That's a deep cut. That's a deep Danny Warfel, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Just going to start naming Florida Gator quarterbacks. Cam Newton for a season before that laptop.
Jesus, man. He really got the...
Yeah.
His brother really got the short end of the genetic stick.
Oh, yeah. The other Palmer.
Billy Palmer.
Oh, Billy's not a handsome guy.
Billy's not I mean, his mother loves him.
Bitch.
But Jesse got all the looks.
He's allowed to go to... All right, now... So we're on the topic of sport. Now, I don't know if it's just college football analysts, but they seem to be the most attractive male analysts on it. Okay, so think about it. So there's guys
I'll say this: the former players.
Yeah,
the former players are usually the most attractive.
You never seen Kirk Herbstreit?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. It's a good-looking man.
Yeah, it's a good-looking guy.
Yeah. But the problem is sometimes his neckties are tied a little too wide. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, he does the wide necktie. What about...
He can't dress. But...
How do you feel about Reese Davis?
Reese Davis is another good-looking guy.
Did not play college football.
But I was just thinking, even when you see, the NFL countdown...
Yeah.
The former players are always the better looking guys.
Todd McShay, I mean,
Yeah.
not a bad looking guy.
He's a good looking guy.
Not a bad looking guy.
But he ain't Sage Steele.
Yeah, you're right.
He ain't Sage. The only one that comes close, I'd say, is Jesse Palmer.
Yeah, that guy's just...
That's a good looking man.
Movie star looks.
Yeah.
I mean, just
that's a
guy.
good looking man, you know?
Trying to think. Yeah. I don't think there's a male equivalent.
No.
There's no male equivalent to Sage Steele. I mean, and there's no... I don't think there's any... I mean, Jesse Palmer just might be the most attractive man on the Disney family of networks. We don't know that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, just trying to think, like, who's on
like that level?
Who's on television that was not a former player?
That is like I simply can't watch this without tweeting how attractive this person is or something.
I'd say maybe, but he's a former player. I was gonna say maybe Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah,
but he's a former player.
Correct.
But he's also a very attractive man.
Good, handsome guy.
Very handsome man.
Well spoken. Very. He's got just these fucking shoulders are just.
Oh yeah,
like, whenever I see him do an interview, all I see is like I don't even see his face. I see just the fucking broad shoulders before, and he's just like, "Let me talk to you about The Bachelor."
I'm just trying to think, like, how many of these guys like that are, because most of the really good looking ones are former players.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think, and all the play-by-play guys are fucking dogs. But they have these like leathery, soft voices.
Oh yeah, butter smooth.
Yeah, like Dan Schulman, one of my favorites. Guy looks like a gremlin, but he is a great.
I'm just trying to think of the guys that didn't play.
Yeah. I mean, Dan,
come on.
He's not a bad-looking guy, but, you know...
No.
Okay, Gremlin's pretty... Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Okay, I retract that statement. Dan Schulman, good-looking bald guy.
He's a very... No, there's some great-looking bald men out there. He's a very average-looking man.
Here is what I'll show you. Okay, here is who I think it might be the most just face for radio personality I've ever seen. You know Howie Rose?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hey, no offense. Howie Rose, broadcasting legend.
Absolutely.
Okay. Amazing play-by-play for the New York Mets for many years. Mm-hmm. Do not put his face on my screen.
Please don't.
Anytime I watch some hockey. Mm-hmm. He broadcasts for the Islanders as well. I sometimes will go to the other broadcast if I can find it. Like, that's how little I want to see Howie Rose's face.
He's just such a strange
phenomenal broadcaster.
Absolutely.
Face for radio. He just has to. Yeah. And oddly enough...
He's the oldest 14-year-old I've ever seen.
Oh, God. I mean...
Like, I don't know if he's waking up in the middle of the night because he had a wet dream or because he has to pee.
I don't know.
I just don't know.
This could be a prostate issue, and I'm not sure.
It's either a prostate issue or nocturnal emission. I'm really not sure.
Yep. Well, he made some he made some pretty decent-looking kids overall. Let's talk about his daughter. This is Alyssa Rose.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously,
she's just slim.
Obviously got her mother's looks. Yeah, just skinny blonde.
Yeah, just skinny blonde.
You know.
Shit, you could put his face, and they did really.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you know, she's cute.
Yeah, there she is working for MSG.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, you know.
Called in a favor.
Of course.
Yeah, can I get a job?
She's pretty. She's precious.
She's pretty. Yeah, she's
a pretty girl.
He's precious.
She's a pretty girl.
Yeah. Hopefully she doesn't bring up any issues at work, you know? Mm-hmm. But, anywho, so there was...
He's going to complain because some black girl got the promotion and she didn't. Maybe she was just better.
Well, I guess we'll never know. All we have is the grainy audio.
Yeah, but also, when you get to that level, like when you're like ESPN anchor.
Yeah, ESPN anchor, analyst, reporter. Yeah. You're basically doing everything. When you have multiple positions at your employer for like the last 10 to 15 years, they obviously think of you in some sort of high regard.
Absolutely. And someone like Rachel Nichols, who's been there forever.
Yeah.
I think at that point it was nothing against her. I think it was literally they just thought that the other woman was better for the job.
I'm gonna find the quote. I'm trying to because
let's see if I can find it.
I had it up before. Let me see. It just say quote.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like the comment itself was. I mean, it was a little off brow. Let's see. Oh, here we go. As a refresher, here's the audio for. Okay. The quote. I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football. She covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you are feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, that's more of a shot at the employer than anything, I feel like.
Right.
Which, by the way, I know personally from the female side of it, like, go for it. Just find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it from me or taking my thing away from me. It just sounds like a.
She sounds bitter.
Just sounds like a bitter. Not even a. That doesn't even just talk about race. I just think that's a bitter.
Yeah.
Person.
She sounds bitter.
It just sounds like a person that like lost a job opportunity or was just, and they're just finding a way to blame it on somebody. So they're basically saying, "Oh, well, ESPN is just like overtly racist."
Mean, she's talented.
Yeah,
she's talented.
She's talented, but
but she only got the job because she's black.
Basically, yeah, that's in layman's terms.
Just take a nap, bitch.
Yeah, why don't you? How about this? Go get something to eat. Get your stress food.
Go get some Chipotle.
I got to be honest, man. I if I have a conversation that like really gets me going, I go eat. And I calm down immediately. I don't know what it is. And it's mostly a blood sugar issue. It's like, I'm angry, and then I eat, and I'm like, I'm not angry anymore. Yeah,
just take a seat, get a snack.
Take a seat, right? Eat some stress food.
This. So basically, you're saying that Maria Taylor got the job because she's black. Even though she's every bit as talented as you are, she works just as hard as you do.
Don't say that. Not to Rachel.
Okay. She's every bit as talented as you are.
Yeah,
she works just as hard as you do. Maybe for whatever reason,
they were just like, sure.
They were just like, we're going to give her the job.
What if it's just as simple as she wanted the job for less money?
Could be.
There's a lot of that.
And there's a lot of shit that goes on behind the scenes. Have you seen
how many people ESPN has laid off in the last 3 years?
Oh, yeah.
So many.
Yes.
They once laid off half of a football crew, and they were just like, well, I guess Jim's going to run 2 cameras today.
Yep, like pretty much.
It just is. It is what it is. When you get too big for your britches and you can't pay for anybody.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking start.
Trim some fat.
Yeah. Trim the fat.
Yeah. So and that's what it could have been. It could have been so many other things other than. But what annoys me though is when I hear, because I remember this like being in college and hearing white people basically talk about black people and say shit like, "Oh, they only got in because of affirmative action," right? And I've heard people say shit like that, and it's like, no. Because what? Because you have access to their high school transcripts, like you know that, because you
think maybe they're just like smart,
because you've seen how they're doing in all their classes, or maybe because they worked hard to get here, that could be.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, I mean,
or people that'll blame, and I've heard people do this too, people blaming not getting into their first choice college. And blaming, if they didn't let in so many black people or Asians or whatever. And it's like, no, maybe your grades just weren't that good.
I've had people close to me basically say I didn't get into my school because they had to hit their Asian quota.
Yeah.
Literally said that. And I go, I mean, it's a good school, but
they let in 10,000 other white kids.
I was going to say.
Maybe their grades just weren't that good.
Maybe their father made a very large donation. We don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
And also, they do let in more... They do let in more legacies than they do affirmative action kids.
Believe me, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've got friends that have went to Ivy League schools, and I'm just like, okay, so from everything that you've told me,
Uncle Fester,
I gotta be honest, man. I'm looking at your fraternity house right now. A lot of white dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, almost exclusively white. Oh, black guy. But still, only one. There's 96 white guys here.
Dentist. Just one black dude. He grew up extremely upper middle class.
Oh god, extremely upper middle class. Yeah, father was like like the best dentist in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh great. So
nice.
Cool. Yeah. And then you talk to him, and he's just like, he sounds like just like the rest of them. Damn it. Damn it! I wanted you to be like fucking cooler.
You wanted him to be cooler.
I wanted you to be cooler than the rest of these.
Then he just looks at you, he's like, "Oh, I'm not black enough for you. Fuck you." And he just like walks away.
That's
so mad.
I feel like that's I can imagine you go to a college like that, And like,
dude, being suburban black has its struggles, man. I'll be honest with you.
I was gonna say, you grew up as a suburban black guy,
yeah,
and you know what? And it was fine. But I've also heard phrases from people just being like, "I think he's the whitest black guy I know."
Oh yeah,
I
hate that shit.
It's just like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Are you trying to also take his color away from him now?
Yeah,
just
like,
let him just be
man.
Just let him be a black guy that's got a family that was successful. Like, give him a fucking break.
Man, fuck. Yeah. What happens when you get out the hood? Fuck you. Like, let me.
I'm what happens when I try to do something with myself.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
What?
Not every person, regardless, any race. There are a lot of lot of lazy people that just don't want to do things.
Not all black dudes are Chief Keef. It's come on.
I know.
Like, we're not a monolith. Not all of us are gonna.
Not all of us can be Chief Keef.
Not all of us.
We try. We all try to be.
We don't all enjoy the taste of Hennessy.
I mean, I do a little bit.
Yeah,
Hennessy White, Jesus Christ!
Some upstairs.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, but I have some Hennessy White now.
Not all of us enjoy the taste of Hennessy. I have some, but not.
Not all of us.
All right,
listen. Not all of us can afford a $75 bottle of Hennessy.
Now you're starting to look like a rap video. Relax.
Relax. Just because I bought Hennessy Pure White doesn't mean I bought it with rap money.
First of all, Pure White, little racist.
It's the master race of Hennessy.
Grand Wizard.
It's Grand Wizard.
Pretty
Hennessy.
weird title. Yeah.
Oh man,
this is the Grand Wizard Hennessy. Oh. From the makers of Hennessy, make Grand Wizard Hennessy.
Oh man.
God.
David Duke's choice.
Nothing tastes as good as racism. Maybe
Hennessy.
You know what tastes as good as racism? Hennessy White.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Like it's Hennessy, but it won't make you feel uncomfortable when you're alone with it in an elevator.
Yeah. What is that? What is that glistening glow in the? Nope, that cross is on fire. Nope.
It's a bottle of was seen burning a cross in Indiana.
Oh God, how ironic would that be? It's just like, we bought Hennessy White because there's white in it.
It's pure white. Hennessy Pure White. Hennessy has blonde hair and blue eyes.
The master class.
This Hennessy would have raced in the 1932 Olympics.
We're racing to the bottom here.
Yes. Hennessy lost to Jesse Owens in a race. He raced horses.
He did.
For those of you who don't know.
Sure did. He sure did. So did Usain Bolt. And
Yeah.
But
it was 1936.
I was going to say, I think you're a couple years off.
I was 4 years off.
You were in the ballpark.
There's 36 Olympics.
Ballparking with no help from Google, not bad, man.
Yeah. I said 32. It was the 36 Olympics.
Not bad. Not bad, my friend.
Hennessy Pure White.
Pure White.
The Aryan firewater of choice. Okay. Here's my point, boys. All right. She didn't get that job because she was black.
I don't think so.
She got that job because she is extremely talented and she is a lead at her job. Okay? And there are other people. Now, maybe Rachel Nichols should be upset that ESPN specifically said, we need a woman on this panel. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why she should have been upset. Mm-hmm. But not because the black girl got the job, but because ESPN felt like they needed a woman on this panel to balance it out.
Yeah.
To sit amongst all the men and say, oh, you guys are too far. Because you ever notice that that's like the format of like every shock jockey AM radio show?
Yeah.
There's always like two wild men and then like a woman to balance it out.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that.
Well, yeah, think about it. Yeah, because there's. I mean, do you think we need a woman in here
just to like balance it out? You guys are too much.
You guys are crazy.
You guys are so crazy.
You're crazy, man. No, this is the Wine Boys. Mm-hmm. God, it's Anchor Man, not Anchor Lady. No, no, I will never do that. I think we need like a panel.
Okay.
Just like, so maybe we need our Robin Quivers. Maybe we do.
Maybe we do, but we also need like Jalen Rose. We need
Jalen Rose. Maybe his wife, Molly Quorum. Is that his name? Right?
I think so.
That is another woman that deserves her just due. Salute to the boys.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't forget. I keep forgetting to say her name. I think it's Kiram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Put it down. Yeah, I don't want to say her name. But
it's fucking hot.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. There's a picture of the lovely couple.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good-looking couple.
Yeah.
He's not Sage Steele, though. Jalen Rose is a good-looking man. He's not Sage Steele.
No, he's not.
We were talking about this before.
Well, yeah, he's not Sage Steele. He's literally not.
No.
Yeah, I mean.
No, not at all.
No.
That is a wow. Wow.
Sage Steele approaches you on the street, says, leave your wife. What do you do?
Well, I'm not leaving my wife.
Oh, I don't know.
No, that's a no.
Oh,
It's
really?
not happening.
Don't think so, huh?
Okay.
I mean, she's married too. So.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Married to a pristinely white man.
Yeah, super regular looking man.
Yeah, just a guy that wears striped sweaters for Christmas photos.
Yeah.
Just kind of says a lot of things at dinner, like I looked at my portfolio today, and this steak's overdone.
All right.
You know?
All I'm saying is Sage Steele's on Sports Center, right? She's standing there. She's about to do the top 10, and then she's, while standing, kind of crosses her leg over. You know what I'm talking about.
Huh?
Uh-huh. Tell me one thing that any male anchor does on that network that is subtly sexier.
I think when Stephen A. Smith clears his throat, because he's going to use a lot of big words.
When he's about to use a big word with those wet ass lips.
Yeah.
And that terrible hairline. Nah.
I got to tell you, the degradation, the autonomy.
When I talk about LeBron, no.
I said the autonomy of this Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah,
it's all this shit. It's like, whoa.
Listen, name one.
I don't know.
You can't.
I don't think so.
You can't.
No, because everyone's so stuffy.
Yeah.
They're just like, I have to wear my suit and look proper. The women can be sexy. I just sit there and count money.
No.
Look at her. Eye candy. Look at me. Money.
Rich.
Wealth. I can buy lots of candy.
Handsome and wealthy. But even then, Sage Steele, ballin'.
Yeah. No, she's crushing it, for sure.
Yeah, she has to be doing well.
Oh, God, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ESPN doesn't have much money left.
No, they don't. They give it all to the fucking anchors.
They give it all to the white guys that have been there for a while.
Yeah.
Mike Greenberg. You want to know how good Mike Greenberg is at his job? He got Mike Golick kicked off ESPN. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the greater issue.
Yeah, you think Steve Levy is struggling?
No, he's doing great. He drives a Mercedes. I've seen it. Yeah. Mike and Mike was the most popular radio show. Literally, it was up there. Morning sports talk radio, but just morning radio in general. Every single year, it was Stern, fucking whatever was on, the top radio morning show in New York.
Yeah, Power.
Yeah.
Z100.
Z9. Yeah.
Elvis Duran. Yep.
Mike and Mike.
Yeah.
Mike and Mike were quintessentially America for 15 years.
Absolutely.
Mike Greenberg wanted to get off radio, and he wanted to have his own TV show. Then Golick went and started doing that show with Trey Wingo. And then ESPN was like, yeah, let's transition and have you do a show with your kid. And then everyone was like, well, we got to figure out a way to get you off radio. So basically, let's fake a retirement for Mike Golick here.
Yeah.
Greenberg had so much pull to basically say, oh, I just want this TV show. And then why don't we give Golick a nice retirement speech? It's maybe he doesn't want to leave. He should.
Well, he should.
Yeah.
He's getting up there. He He should.
Yeah, another former player talking about sports. Don't we have too many of these? It's like,
isn't that the perspective?
Don't you want the? Do you want? Listen, you want a guy to break down film that's broken down film, or do you want a guy that like got a 4-year degree at like a prestigious broadcasting school and was just like, yeah, I know football too.
Mm-hmm. What about the guy that did both?
Yeah,
that's the guy you want.
Yeah, especially in offense or anybody that was in the trenches.
Yes,
like. My two favorite analysts were like trench guys, like Mark Schlereth. That guy. If we're talking about man candy, that guy, not an ugly guy for a giant human, pretty handsome dude.
Oh yeah,
and a great, uncomfortably good analyst. Good at it.
Yeah,
and to the point where like Fox was like, we got to make you a color commentator. We have no choice. You're like you're too good at this.
Yeah.
And then who was the other guy I was just trying to think of? Oh my God, forgot his name. We're not even talking about attractiveness, but what the hell's his name?
I don't know, but I just had an idea.
What?
They need to start putting, if they're smart enough.
What is that supposed to mean?
They need to start putting thick women on television as color commentators, analysts. This is what they need to do. I mean women with the type of bodies that like make everybody in the room uncomfortable when she walks in.
Okay, like
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Just like Instagram, like
yes,
like just a bunch of
Instagram proportions.
Okay,
like,
but she also knows everything about basketball.
Yeah, she has this otherworldly like basketball knowledge.
You're just like, what the
Probably
fuck?
Because she's been inceptioned from sucking half of the Phoenix Suns.
Oh,
shouts out Throat Goat.
And that wow, they don't call him the best color commentator in the game for nothing.
Right.
What a perfect transition. The Glizzy God. Yes, Joey Chestnut.
Yep.
Won the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Is it 6 years in a row now? 7 years in a row?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
He'll never lose.
27 rings, ball bags.
Yeah. I saw that man eat a burrito in 7 minutes. A 6-pound burrito.
Yes.
In 7 minutes.
The man's incredible.
It's
a third stomach.
If his nickname is Jaws, you got to think there's a couple but he's also in pristinely good shape.
Honestly, to eat like that, you have to.
He's a distance runner. He's a distance runner. He has a distance runner body that can eat like 15,000 calories in a sitting. The man has been at 76 hot dogs. How many hot dogs did you eat this weekend? I ate 2.
Yeah, like 2 or 3.
That man ate 74 more than I did in one day. In one 10-minute sitting.
But here's the thing: is to be able to eat.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's fading. He's dabbing.
No, but to be able to eat like that in one sitting, you have to be in incredible shape.
Of course,
because you.
Well, Kobayashi cheated for years. He had that disease where his stomach sat lower.
He did.
Real thing.
But I thought he actually like worked on that to get to sit lower.
He tried.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you need like to be able to. You need to be able to be in good shape. You need a strong body. You need to be able to efficiently burn it all off. And Joey Chestnut is incredible.
Yeah.
But what was terrible though was that Modell's congratulated him.
Yes, Modell's Sporting Goods, which is a tri-state sporting goods store. Especially in like Greater Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York,
Long Island.
Yeah, big across the kind of like the tri-state area. Even some in Connecticut too. It's like the Dick's Sporting Goods of the Northeast. Used to buy a lot of shit at Modell's back in the day. My aunt used to live right by King of Prussia Mall.
Okay.
Oh, that thing slaps.
Oh my God, by Philly.
Yeah, King of Prussia Mall was dope. First time I ate Chick-fil-A. The King of Prussia Mall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if it's called King of Prussia Mall. I'm assuming there's another name of it.
I think it still is.
I think it's just called King of Prussia. Let me see. Let's see. King of Prussia Mall. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's called King of Prussia. So yeah, I did a lot of. There was a like a Dave and Buster's style arcade restaurant there. I keep forgetting the name of it. I don't think it's still there. I remember distinctly we used to go to this mall, a Chick-fil-A, and then we went over to this.
Probably Rick and Bush's.
It was
Butches.
something. It had like a really like average name to it.
It was called Rudy's.
It was just called Dave's. I feel like I'm gonna get like shit on by everybody.
Yes. It was called fucking.
Yeah, all the boys in the audience would be like, "It's not fucking this.
It's not fucking Dave's.
Stop being a weirdo.
It's Walters, you fuck." Just screaming it at his radio right. It's fucking Walters.
Hold on. I say I'm just gonna say Dave and Buster's.
Competitors.
Yeah, there we go. I was just saying, what's the right word? All right, let me see if I can find one. Let's see. So Dave and Buster's. It just says Dave and Buster's has no competition. No. Let me see. I'm trying to think of the name of the. They're not around anymore. This was a few years ago.
Dave and Buster's.
Yeah. What do you think Buster's up to? Dave's just raking in the cash. Let me see.
His life, you know.
Fuck. Oh, god damn it. I don't remember the name of it. It's a cool place, though.
Ronnie and Elliot's.
Mike and Steve's.
Yeah. You know, used to just be called Ronnie's, and Elliot came in. He's a nice guy.
Nice guy, you know. Now, real straight shooter.
Real straight shooter, you know.
Hold on.
He drinks his milk, eats his vitamins, you know. Tony and Elliot's.
Hold on, I'll find it. I will.
Okay.
Find
I trust you.
It's gonna take me a long time to figure it out, but I'll probably find it. We'll get we'll finish up here, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
But regardless, all right. So basically, I think we'll end on this. So we were trying to figure out. So like Modell's Sporting Goods called Joey Chestnut in a Facebook post the throat goat.
Yeah, disrespect.
Which is disrespectful to the guy that took down an entire starting five of an NBA franchise.
No. That's disrespectful to Joey franchise. Not that.
Yeah.
Not that woman.
That shall remain nameless. But let's just say there was an equivalent large lizard that took over a far eastern city.
Now, legend has it that this young lady who is the original throat goat.
Yeah. Dare I say she's like the Godzilla of throating.
And I heard the story. Legend has it that one night she
cleared her throat
off, she mopped up, she slopped down, she gave a multitude of knowledge to 7 players, approximately half of the Phoenix Suns' current roster.
Booker and the boys.
Devin and the boys. Allegedly. I don't know if Devin Booker was there.
Do you think maybe when she was throwing down DeAndre Ayton, she was just like, I've been eating that ass?
Yeah.
I feel like that's something I would...
Yeah, you gonna eat in this ass?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You know, like, now allegedly, that's...
Somehow J.R. Smith's in the room?
Yeah.
No shirt
you don't
on.
even play here.
J.R. Smith.
Yeah,
I try to slide in the DMs.
Yeah, it's just like
you wouldn't listen.
He just shows up wearing like Cavalier shorts and no shirt on.
J.R. Smith sliding in the DMs. Yo, girl, why aren't you listening? It's
what year was that?
Like you listened to LeBron to take that shot?
Yeah. What year was that where they won the championship and J.R. Smith just didn't? Was that 2013?
When the Cleveland won their championship?
Cleveland won the championship and J.R. Smith didn't wear a shirt until like the following
until
season
the fall.
started.
I think it was 2016.
2016, okay.
Let's see. Or it might have been 2017. Cleveland Cavs title. Let's see.
Cleveland Cavs title. Yeah.
So they won in 2016.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And J.R. Smith didn't wear a shirt
until the summer of 2017.
Oh, when does the NBA season typically start? October? November?
In the fall.
Yeah, so it would have been he pretty much would have
the
spent
entire
like
summer.
The summer without a shirt on, pretty much. I mean, it's hot, makes sense. You know, visit the throat goat when you got the chance.
The throat goat.
You know, she just keeps
the
original
going. Throat goat.
The original, like it's on a hot sauce.
It's original. It's a great tagline. But, and maybe they should get a Polish boy while they're at it over in Cleveland.
Would you marry the throat goat?
The original? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, she's taken down a lot. I mean, she took down a starting 5 and 2 subs.
Yeah,
like that is.
It's most of the game.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. But like, you don't hate the player. You got to hate the game. You know what I'm saying? So I think she's a legend. I think she's she might be the real MVP.
Okay.
I mean, why do you think Chris Paul has like found the fountain of youth?
For saliva.
Because his balls have no cum in them.
It's like a nice anti-aging
you know
serum.
how heavy those balls are? Since they lose some cum, he's just like, well, I mean, I'm great at basketball again. He scored 41 points to clinch the Western Conference.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's 100. Like
he's 47 years old.
He just turned 52.
Yeah.
Like he is.
He just turned 52.
All right. And honestly, if they win the NBA championship, which is currently going on right now, the NBA Finals, I think if. Like,
how old is Chris Paul?
He's 30. He's 34.
Chris Paul is so old that when he goes to a manual car wash, he sprays Armor All in his tires before going through.
It's an old man.
You only see old black dudes do that
for sure.
Armor All on the tires before.
I saw a guy do it at the car wash the other day. He was just like spraying it. I was like, is he fucking pre-treating his car?
He opens up the back door, grabs out a little thing, Armor All, sprays on the tires, and then pulls through the car wash.
It's just like, yo, they dress your tires nowadays. You don't have to do that shit, man.
Yeah, no, he does that. It's important.
It's an aggressive.
Listen,
it's an aggressive look, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm aging, and I'm embracing it. Okay,
yeah.
When they have that little stick in that dirty ass water. Before going through the car wash, like the little like touch free thing, right? Yeah. I pull that out. It's only supposed to be for the windows. I scrub the whole car down before going through. I call that aging gracefully.
I think you're kind of a trash bag for doing that.
I don't give a fuck. I do it.
What do you think? Do you know how many times that squeegees at other cars? Like,
yeah, of course.
Disgusting. You disgust me.
They want this Maxima to shine.
Disgust me. All right, we'll end on that.
Okay. Well, wanting this Maxima to shine.
I want a glisten Maxima, boy.
Yeah, it's just like it's a Nissan. I treat it like a Porsche. Oh man.
Yeah, it's that new money.
It's a firmly middle class lifestyle, baby.
Just looking very Stepford Wives here.
That's right. You goddamn right.
Okay. All right, boys. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you so much for listening to the Wine Boys podcast. Please like, review, subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you can get your podcasts. Also, cop a t-shirt at teespring.com. Search The Wine Boys. And for all of your wine suggestions and general inquiries, please go to wineboyspod@gmail.com. We love you with all of our hearts, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
I love you. Please call me back.